So I was looking through my journal to find some information or some notes I had made about dark soul of the night. I was just wanting to share some of my experiences that I have gone through, and maybe some people can relate to this. I had experienced this twice before. The first time wasn't so bad. The second time I had experienced, it was at nighttime, and I had experienced a really dark episode. And I called in my guides not to help me through it, and Metatron, because I really leaned on Metatron a lot. So that helped. So last night, as I'm going through this awakening, things are shifting. And last night was pretty intense. I had some intense lucid dreaming prior to or during this episode. I could really feel myself shifting. There was a few things that happened in this lucid dream. I was in my room and I seen this dark figure at the side of the window. It's something my husband was saying in his sleep, but this was all part of the lucid dreaming. And then, so this went on for, it seemed like a really long time, but it really wasn't. It was like 11 o'clock, and by the time I was in and out very, very like quickly, and I thought, oh, it's been hours, and it actually had only been like just before 12 o'clock. So what occurred was I had some dark force or dark energy coming in, and it was kind of like smothering me. And so I was struggling a bit. I was actually terrified because it was quite terrifying, and I could feel the fear filling my body. So I was like, okay, I'm going to call in my guides, my angels, my ancestors, and see if we can bring some light in and help push this darkness back. And what happened was they came in, I brought light in, it went away, it just pushed it out. It didn't push it out, no, it like just wouldn't let it happen, just wouldn't let it, as hard as I tried, it just wouldn't let me bring this light in. So then I thought, oh, I'll call in Metatron, that worked the last time. No, Metatron was no help whatsoever. Not because he couldn't, it's just in this moment, it wouldn't, whatever was happening just wouldn't allow me to do this. So as I'm trying to really focus on bringing in light energy in to me to help comfort me and get me through this, it just dropped in. Just sit with it. I'm like, okay, so it said just sit with it. Don't fight it. You're protected. Nothing can happen to you. And then the other thing that felt or came in was you're a beacon of light. They can't touch you. So I moved towards that idea of just let it happen. And all of a sudden, it just, everything went peaceful. And that fear went away. The terror, it was all gone. The black darkness was still there. It was still lingering, but no, everything was just... Psh. So the second time this had happened to me, the first time I just let it pass. I didn't really know much about it. The second time I actually woke up and I asked my guides and spirit team, I said, what was that? And the two words that come in was dark night. And I'd never experienced this before. So I was like, okay, this was terrifying. So I looked it up. And I'm like, oh, it was like the more I moved to the light, the more the dark tries to come in. So every time I'm leveling up or my vibrations increasing, it's like there's more intense darkness that's coming at me. So this time around, I knew exactly what it was, but it was terrifying. I was like, I was terrified. I was, I was terrified until that. And then I actually felt peace. Yeah. And then I got up, went to the bathroom, went back to bed, and I actually slept. So it was like a good hour of struggling back and forth in dealing with that. So I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced that, but it'd be interesting to hear how you dealt with it, and if you knew that's what was going on, and if you knew why it was happening. Yeah, I hope that helps somebody. Anyways, hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon.